Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Hope everyone must have done their homework. The simplest topic Papa gave 2 days back. So continuing, he says, the devotee said, I is coming now in Papa's writing. Papa, this I is beyond first, second and third person. It is not the individual I. This I is equated with God. At a big meeting in America, since Ramdas was speaking as usual in the third person, one stood up and asked, what became of your I? Another from the same audience said, has his I have become God? Your I should be transformed into the universal I God. We'll go through and again come back. If there is no question of high and low, there will be equality, peace and goodwill. If there is no question of high and low, there will be equality, peace and goodwill in the world. All will move with one another in perfect friendliness. The consciousness I am greater than you is responsible for so much of strife in the world. God dwells equally in the heart of every one of us. If we are all united in God, there will be harmony and peace in the world. If we really bear true love for our fellow beings, based on the knowledge of the truth or God, then there will not be competition and exploitation born of the sense of duality. God stands for harmony and brotherhood. If we really believe in God, we must be friendly with all in the universe. On the other hand, what do we see? In the name of religion, we are fighting God. Sorry. In the name of religion, we are fighting. God, who must descend into our lives to bring unity and peace and goodwill, has been made the cause of strife. It shows how limited and narrow our idea of God is. We can understand when one fights with another for political or economic reasons or for gaining some material objects. But it is very strange that there should be fight in the field of religion. What is the meaning of these conflicts in the name of God? Why this quarrel over your God, my God, his God? There is no multiplicity of God. God is one and we are all his children. If we look upon God as our father and mother and ourselves as his children, we have no reason to war with one another. In households also brothers and sisters fight. Friends also fight. Then which example can we hold out to show that we should love, serve, help, and be kind to one another and live in perfect harmony and peace? Divine love, affinity, harmony cannot be compared to anything material. You do not find any similarity between what happens in the spiritual plane, what happens in the physical plane. There is a song by Tulsidas in which he tries to describe the attributes of Rama. Coming to the point of beauty, he says, to whom shall I compare his face? Sri Rama's face is as handsome as his own. So God can be compared to himself only. In the material sphere, there is nothing that can be compared to things in the spiritual kingdom. Everywhere in the world there is confusion, dissension, competition, selfishness. We cannot live in harmony unless we transcend the lower levels and attain a spiritual life of peace, love and goodwill. Therefore, we have to raise our hearts to God, towards the all-pervading consciousness. So first we go on, I is coming now in Papa's writing. If you go through the Divine Life book, which is a collection of articles by Virat Papa, there are roughly about 20 to 30 articles where the word I comes. But as we go through the article itself, we will find that the I does not refer to the normal I we have in our concept. So he says this I is beyond first, second and third person. It is not the individual I. It is equated with God. So going through the text, we will be able to find out whether it refers to the I at the lower level or I at the higher level. When it is at the lower level, there is separation, otherness. When it is at the higher level, there is no separation. Cosmic I, ripened I, matured I, matured ego. So what happens next for analysis? He says your I should be transformed into the universal I God. As sadhakas are disciplined, so we are. When we chant Ramnath, this must also be there. I am chanting the name of one who is making me to chant, who is in everybody's heart. So naturally, whenever you make me to say I should be referring to you only. Please help me to do that. At the moment, whenever I make a mention about I, the lower I, the I which has got a history, a date of birth, a concept, an image, a conglomeration of likes and dislikes, rights and wrongs. That's why in the next para he says, the whole problem comes only when I am greater than you, my rights and wrongs. That is because we are not identified. And next line, God dwells equally in the heart of every one of us. He is not in Mahatmas more and sinners are like us in less. No. Mamevamsho Evaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana. I am there as an Amsha in everybody. Only thing is in God realized soul or evolved soul, the revelation is more than all. But intrinsically, basically, essentially, the God content, if we can put it, there is no other thing other than God. But still we have not reached that stage, so we have still God as separate now. So that God content is equal in everyone. Just like in a bucket full of water, when we put 2 or 3 spoons of salt, after some time the salt is equally there in everybody, in every drop of water, It is not in one drop it is more, one drop it is in less. It percolates equally everywhere. So theoretically now we will keep on asserting this. You are there, and what are you? You are the life force. Whether he is a saint or an ordinary person, this circle is there, birth, growth, decay, disease, death. You use a different word, that's all. The normal tradition, we say samadhi for evolved souls. Same thing as death only. But we want to, for our satisfaction, we say, he has attained samadhi. Who knows he has attained samadhi? That is the usual procedure. Thing is, everybody has trampled the body. Or the death has taken to everybody. Just like birth, death also. Growth. Everybody needs food. Everybody needs water. Everybody needs thinking faculty. Everybody needs space. Everybody needs sunlight. Everybody needs physical warmth. Anybody. When you say God is equal in everybody, we have to keep on thinking about this. Then how can there be high or low? If there is no question of high and low, there will be equality. Equality, peace, goodwill. All will move with one another in perfect friendliness. The consciousness I am greater than you is responsible for so much of strife in the world. God dwells equally in the heart of every one of us. So we are chanting the name of God for this purpose. If we still keep, after years and years of Ramnam, if there is discrimination between one person and another person, one group from another group, that means Ramnam has not helped us. Or we have not really made use of the Ramnam, the way in which it should be used. High time we all do some stock taking. So as devotees, we have to keep on bringing this. God dwells equally in the heart of every one of us. That is why Papa said, you remember, God does not need any intermediary. First when we have to meet, we have to give to the PA. And then he will go to the boss and give. You are visiting God. But here Papa emphatically says there is no need. Why? God is equal in everybody. So there is no need for an intermediary. All that I have to do, switch on your wire for direct communication. By Ramnam chanting, we are trying to switch on. Are we? Ramnam is going on, but we are not switching on. Switch on your direct connection. Why do you deny him in your heart? We are getting more and more clarity about Ramnam chanting. You know, what should be the mindset at the time of chanting. The samadrishti, the care and concern for everybody. God stands for harmony and brotherhood. This is understood. If we really believe in God, we must be friendly with all in the universe. On the other hand, what do we see? In the name of religion, we are fighting. And that is because of a lack of clarity on the word God. God, who must descend into our lives to bring unity, peace and goodwill, has been made the cause of strife. This shows how limited and narrow our idea of God is. My God, your God. Divine love, affinity, harmony cannot be compared to anything material. You do not find any similarity between what happens in the spiritual plane and what happens in the physical plane. Because here for everything we have got comparison, in the material plane. And the comparison gives us this good, bad, favorable, unfavorable, positive, negative, ups and downs. All these words we use because we compare. When we know that when we know intellectually first that God is equal in everybody, before the mind rushes with its judgment, we should try to caution, wait, he is also a form of God. You can react, but have it in his mind, he is also a form of God. Not that you should keep quiet. God has got his own ways, So at the material plane, he has not kept a bitter gourd sweet. He has not kept sugarcane bitter. So he is different at the material level. But at the same time, we will not condemn the bitterness. We will not eulogize or praise the sweetness. This is how we have to understand in the practical way. When we are running an organization or in a family or in a society, there will be so many things where we may have to point out, we have to take a stand where it may not be in alignment with everybody. But all the time, even when I raise my objection, I must be having in my mind that he is also a form of God. So that we differ, but we don't develop prejudice, we don't develop enmity, we don't develop biased views, but whatever is to be opposed to, we may oppose. How do we know this? The other party will definitely know this from our way of handling. You can just go back to your own life, you will find this umpteen number of instances where you will find they are friendly, but they may be tough in their own stand, which is not selfish. It will be for a greater, wider interest, for the sake of the institution, for the sake of the nation, for the sake of the group. There won't be any personal. I am greater than you. That will not be there. So here, this is a very important one. You do not find any similarity between what happens in the spiritual plane, what happens in the physical plane. And he says about Tulsidas, you cannot compare with anybody. There is one more word. Handsome me is as handsome dust. Handsome is as handsome dust. So there are many things where we cannot compare in the spiritual. In the material plane we can compare. But basically, essentially, spiritually, all are equal. At the material level, my body is different from yours. Yours is more presentable, mine is not. Something like that. Our ways of expression may be impressive, not. All those things will be there. Short temper, or everything done in a hurry, or calm and quiet and serene. So many varieties, So behind and beneath that is the spirit. That's what Papa wanted all of us to. So that it will lead to harmony at home, harmony at the working place, harmony with friends. So what is aimed at is harmony, peace, goodwill, harmony. Spirituality boils down to this only.
Swamiji, spiritually we are all equal in the eyes of God. அப்படின்னு சொன்னா கர்மா ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் டிஃபர் ஆகுது இல்ல சுவாமிஜி? அப்போ காட் எப்படி ஈக்குவலா இருக்க முடியும் எல்லாத்திட்டையும்?
Because just you are sitting in a room, sitting before the computer or the laptop, you are having a light, you are having fan, no? Yeah. இதுக்கெல்லாம் பேக்கில் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி தானே. So the expression seems to be varied because of the equipment through which the power is passed. Yeah. So each and every individual has got an equipment called BMI, body, mind, intellect. When it is passed through, it can express only through that way. And we cannot ask the why and wherefore. Uniqueness is God's expression. And you have got a science also for that. Karmic theory, so many things. As a spiritual aspirant, we try to see the innermost content. Bring this in electricity, that mysterious power. He is the one who is now shouting at me. Nobody. Yes. We have to keep all these will come out here. Old age problem. Old age problem. Why don't you say that? The anger of the angry man, the love of the lover, the agony of the sufferer, the happiness for the happy one, the drowsiness for the idler, the activity of the industrious man, all these are manifestations of one and the same cosmic energy. This we have to do. Just hearing will not help. You are right. Immediately after the session is out, you will see your mind will definitely resist. Let it revolt or resist. But keep on bringing this into your mind. No? Papa wants every one of us to know that the basic, essential spirit is one and the same. Just like, we all started by looking at the eatables, the vegetables. Just imagine. If you have got little background about farming or agriculture, you will know the same kind of cultural operations are necessary. Preparing the soil, loosening the soil, adding a little bit of manure, then sowing the seed, watering it, mulching it, and on 7th day or 8th day or 10th day, sprouts, whether it is tomato, whether it is beans, whether it is bindi, lady's finger, or whether it is anything, whether it is chili. Same water, same sunlight, same gardener, same soil, same plastic manure, same air. Are you questioning why bindi is like this, why beans is like this, why chili is like this? Do we question? Because when through that particular equipment when it expresses, all the characteristic attached to that seed will be there. But there is a life force there. Where from it came? We don't know. It has come from Him only. It has to come from somewhere, That unknown source is called God. So these are all the ways in which the mind is being tutored to identify the common factor in everybody. Manana. Constant manana. Again we may fail, we may forget. Next moment we may forget. Again we try. Because we are not full-timers. Along with so many other activities, we have also this in our agenda. So all those other activities contain all these, differentiation, evaluation. With that background only we approach spirituality. Naturally it will be reflected. So we are now praying to Him. You have convinced me that you are behind everything as the mysterious force. But I am carried away by your expression. And I react based upon that. I forget the base behind it. And I react. So when I chant Ramna, you please kindly make me aware that you are there everywhere. You are Niradhar as well as Sarvadhar. You don't require any Adhar, but you are the Adhar for everybody. Let me please get stabilized in it. When I know you are the Adhar for everybody, I may, in the Vyavaharic level, I may differ, I may fight, I may resist, I may oppose, but basically, intrinsically, essentially, I will not have any dislike for you. That is the way the things are. Certain things you have to avoid. You are not blaming the chili just because when you bite, it becomes so spicy and tears started coming. And do you blame you have done it now. That is the nature, that is the characteristic of a chili. So you accept that. That is the characteristic. So that means Papa is now driving us slowly to accept everything as they are. When we have heard this, now we slowly understand. Because we have absolutely no power to change the characteristic of another. Gandhiji put it in a simple word. Be the change. When you understand the common factor, be the change. Then you have won over it. It's a tough job for all of us, but still we will try it. It's a very important point for all of us. The basic thing, we know that, but we don't know that. No? We are using all the alphabets. H-A-P-P-Y. What it touches and kindles? S-O-R-R-O-W. All from A to Z only, na? Innocent. But what does it touch and kindle? Do we attack the erectors? So certain combination gives us certain feeling. It digs out, it touches. But we are supposed to be intelligent people. We don't blame the alphabets. To explain a particular situation, we use a particular combination of alphabets. That's all. That we are conscious. That is why we are not hating the alphabets. So the anger of the angry man, the love of the lover, the agony of the sufferer, the happiness of the happy one, the drowsiness of the idler, the activity of the industrious man. These are all manifestations of one and the same cosmic energy. This will give us some, when they, God dwells equally in the heart of every one of us. So therefore we have to raise our hearts to God. That means, everything we are viewing it from the individual level. From the individual level it is right. But when we raise ourselves to the cosmic level, we start thinking, there must be some reason, why he behaved like this, why he talked like this. And the biographical sketches of Mahatmas, they give us some clues, If you go through, many of you might have gone through Mataji's Guru's grave. She was subjected to go through many trying experiences, even as a young lady in the household. But have you ever found any? She always says, Papa, you in that form. At every time she was trying to bring in this form. You in that form. So biographical, going through biographical, Gandhiji, anybody for that matter, it enables us to capture some more clarity, how to make it an actuality in our life. Otherwise, from our level, if we think it is difficult. So he says we have to raise our hearts to God, toward the all-pervading consciousness. So he started with I. There itself he says, that I does not refer to the usual I. We close our eyes and start thinking where from this I comes, Please. Every day, any time it is possible, we close our eyes and find out where from the notion of I comes. It will be a tough job, because the moment you start inquiring, he will somehow take you out. He will not allow you to go to the source. So we keep on trying, Where from the eye comes? From the head, from the face, from the belly, from the leg, from the hand. Where is it? Just like that. And who is knowing that there is an eye? Which is this eye referring to? Like that, There are as we said, there are about 20, 25 or 30 articles of Papa. We have compiled it under the head of musing. There you will find, an ecstatic feeling. Almost all his poems, So not that usage of I is bad. And he employed it a different third person, Mataji also tried in the initial stages. Then later on to her, it doesn't make any difference. Because her eye was always grounded on cosmic eye only. So whenever she says I, Papa of course took a different. One day he said, I got dropped off from Ramdas. Not that it should be copied by us. What is essentially made is that we should be trying to view it from the cosmic level. If for trying to view it at the cosmic level, this one method is helping us, we will try. Not because somebody did, no. Our heart pourings help us a lot in that. Higher, lower, Sakshi, everything comes. So today now we have to think at the time of chanting Ramnam, before starting or in between chanting, we all pray that you really make us aware that you are there equally in everybody's heart. And the difference I see, because at the individual level I see that, I know that there is a difference, but let it not overpower or let it not put a curtain behind the substance. Knowing the common denominator, accepting the varied expressions, This is how you should make me to do. I must be able to identify the common denominator, but at the same time I must be comfortable with, otherwise it's difficult for me. I must be comfortable with the varied expressions. You have to keep everything in an orderly way, that you are doing it. But thinking that is how the maker, that is how the maker wants, not in a haphazard way. Whatever is done perfectly. So at the Vyavaharic level, you are seeing order and disorder. But what prompts you to do it is because he is there. This is his building. This is his arrangement, so I have to do it. Even somebody said, I am keeping my body clean, brushing my teeth, taking a bath, changing my clothes, cleaning my bowels, everything, all these things I am doing it because the indweller is there. I have to keep this residence always neat and clean, healthy. In fact, yoga is that only. Yoga means not merely to confine yoga to some physical asanas or exercise. No. Papa, you will all remember when we went to, I don't know whether we went to, we have gone through at the feet of God. There is an article called Yoga. There is an article called Yoga in Divine Life also. Yoga means union with God. That's it. Yoga means union with God. So in order that he is there, in order that I have to make it fixed, he is the indweller, I have to make it clean. So I need a healthy body, healthy mind. That is why Patanjali brought that, not only asana, yama, niyama, asana, pratyahara, so many things are there, finally samadhi. So we have to keep it clean. I am keeping my body clean not because it has to be kept clean, because he is the indweller. That is the difference. Papa says about yoga, yoga is union with Ram. The highest yoga is Bhakti Yoga or Adhyatma Yoga. Here the yogi realizes the whole universe as the divine manifestation of Ram. So yoga is union with Ram. So I am keeping my body perfect because he is there for the sake of the indweller. Mataji was insisting on cleanliness, you remember? Even if a small spot in the other day, one worker, she was telling us, she will take us into task. That means you have not washed it properly. The stain in a vessel, the stain in your dress. Not that you become material minded, no. You are treating it, no. You are dressing. You are dressing the body because the indweller of the body needs it. So every time we try to bring in that. Somebody may need a warm cloth, somebody may not need a warm cloth. Though all are same, somebody can lift, say, 5 kilos, somebody can lift 2 kilos. Just start seeing, then we will slowly realize. Though the life force is same, one and the same, the varied expressions give us different outlook, different symptoms. The cream of spirituality has been brought out here by Papa. Therefore, we have to raise our hearts to God, towards the all-pervading consciousness. God means not the greatest problem all of us are facing is, in spite of hearing so much, in spite of doing Ramnam, in spite of doing bhajan, in spite of meeting so many saints, still God is separate for us. However much they say, it doesn't, we don't. We still consider we as separate from God. If we have diagnosed the problem, probably we may be able to find some medicine for it. We have not even diagnosed it as a problem. To us, God is separate. When He says, raise our hearts to God, immediately we think we are separate from Him. Without Him, this raising cannot be done, That is the truth. He is even closer to us than even the nail. That's what Gandhiji said. So during our contemplative moments, when we are alone, if we try to pump in these ideas, something may stick there. Slowly it will also have its own impact while reacting to events and issues. Since we are not full-timers, we feel, this is the one method, palpable or feasible method is this. During our off hours, when we are not interacting with anybody, when we are alone, we can have a dialogue with Him, number one. We can have a dialogue with the varied expressions of Him. Nothing becomes casual. A tree and a shrub and a plant and a flower, you look at them. Probably we might get some clues. So while chanting Ramnam, this also should be included. I feel I am chanting, though you want me to feel that you are making me to chant. Plain truth is, I feel I am chanting. Now I know that I should graduate from that level to the real level, that is, you are making me to chant. This we must. If we can get a clue, to get stabilized in that, I think our problems will be solved. Yes. With all the intellectual knowledge, I still feel I am chanting. I know intellectually that you are there. If you are not there, so-called I cannot chant. But still I feel I am chanting. Why don't you make me feel the truth that you are using this equipment to bring out the sound? If you can help me realize, then it will be structured into everything. Yes, it boils down to that, It boils down to that. So we are all doing Ramnam, either mentally or individually or collectively. So this is a method which is okay for us. We are comfortable with it. We enjoy it. So with the same thing we will now try. You have been hammering, that unless and until we realize that it is He who is making us to chant. You remember the same the episode, when he was on his itinerant yatra at Rishikesh or Haridwar, some sadhu asked him, since how long you have been chanting? He said, 2 years. Immediately he said, I have been chanting for 30 years. Why is it that I am not having the same blissful experience? Then Papa said, God made Ramdas to chant. That is a simple truth. And he says bluntly in that article, so the first and foremost thing is that we should know that He is making us to chant. Otherwise the chanting, even if we do it for years together, we will be in the same place. We have understood that. We have understood, we have not because He said, we know, yes, it is convincing, it is logical, rational, it is verifiable, everything is valid. But again, when I in between, suppose I come and say something, don't disturb my chanting. Because honestly, we feel we are chanting. Today, at the time of chanting, I was totally disturbed. Today, the chanting went on well like this. All those things we say that, That means our identification as the doer of the chanter is intact. And this is what Papa attacks. First and foremost thing now we need is that He is making us to chant. And then when we say I am chanting, we are looking at the cosmic sky level, not at the individual level. If we get the one key, to open up this, that is, chanting is being done by Him, I think we can enter the mansion. We need not do anything else. Somehow to know that, just like, then we will know these words are coming because of His presence inside. These words are being heard because of His presence inside. Internet is working properly because of its presence. The laptop is functioning because of its presence. Nowadays, yes, the mysterious voice, where can you show the internet? We are sitting in Kanyangal, Anand Ashram, Centenary Hall. You are all sitting in different places, different countries. What is connecting us? Is it palpable? Can you show this is the one which is? No. But the truth is there, we are all connected now, at this moment. God in the form of internet. Think, he gave this idea to somebody else. Wireless. There is no direct connection. But still, more than direct connection, we are connected now. No? Is not God teaching us? Suppose we say, we all do that, no? Today's talk, it was on this particular. It was okay, it was impressive, it was not okay. Do we blame the internet for that? None of us blame anything for the internet, any of these programs. That is its job, to facilitate, that's all. What comes out differs. Your taste, temperament, aptitude, inclination, your preferences, your priorities, everything decides whether it is okay, whether it is enjoyable, whether it is deplorable, whether it should be avoided, all those things you will decide. But internet remains untouched. I think we don't have to go to Great Void now. We can just think about the internet. It accommodates everything, the so-called nonsense and so-called... think. At the same time, it is not visible, it is not palpable, it cannot be shown. But we all know it is there. The only thing is there should be some Wi-Fi connections, That's all. If you are successful in getting that Wi-Fi connection, be connected with the entire world. So God is bringing before us, because you will only believe certain things when you see it for you. Okay, now you are all enjoying now the internet, Think about it. Is there any physical connection? But still you feel closeness, direct. You are asking something, you are replying something. Just like you are all inside this room. But distance-wise, far. So today's topic, it is more and more centered on I, individual. Finally, he closes it. We have to raise our hearts to God, towards the all-pervading consciousness. Internet. We cannot think of this, 10 years back or 15 years back, can we? In 2020, we cannot. We did not have. The first computer came here in 97, 98. First time we all saw the computer. The internet must have come in different places, but for us, no. When STD came in mid-70s, that was the biggest wonder for us. Because we can contact, we can talk to anybody if we have got STD connections. So like that, we start thinking now. If you can bring out all these things as gadgets, instruments, you can be there also, I will be an instrument. I am an instrument. That's why we said when we close our eyes, we can have a dialogue. When we open our eyes, we see the varied manifestations, and through that varied manifestation, the real manifestation, the power behind the manifestation. Everything, we minute, nothing goes just like a casual one. We don't dwell on the surface level. Just like, when somebody saw a coconut, when his probing nature brought out the kernel, created. But no, God did not leave him. He gave him some more push. He somehow made him to identify the oil in it, Still, what a small, it contains oil, still oil. So to go to the oil stage, not remaining at the surface level. So this probing nature, Gandhiji said, this is called education. Probing towards the great creator's treasure. Suppose we develop this probing nature outside, we can slowly do the probing inside also. We don't do nowadays. We just say, nice, very nice. We enjoy, we're passing remarks, that's all. So that means we are not applying our mind totally on it and trying to find out the speciality in it. In each and every one there is a speciality. In each and every manifestation there is a speciality. So this is what Papa says today. 4:30. One more we will close. People ask Ramdas in America, why is there so much of strife, misery and dissension in the world? Ramdas' only reply was, the people have forgotten God. If they really remember God, this state of things would never exist. They are busy making atom bombs. While they are speaking of disarmament, they are piling up armament. God is forgotten. That is why there is so much trouble and unrest. If even one man in a family raises himself to the higher level of consciousness, he will spread about him a peaceful atmosphere. And those who came within the aura of his influence will change if all strive and attain that blessed state, then they will spread everywhere nothing but peace and goodwill. For they will shed their selfishness, their sense of separation from their fellow beings. They will achieve unity based upon the knowledge of the all-pervading truth, God. They will have then heaven upon earth. So from the individual level to the cosmic level, this is the message. Never two, three things. I, the moment we say I, at the moment it is referring to the individual. So the effort is now made to identify that I with the consciousness, absolutely. And differences, yes. And his word is equal in everybody. No comparison. At the material level you can compare, but at spiritual level there is no comparison because there is no other, to compare. Just quoting about Tulsidas, Rama says, and then so these are all spirituality in day-to-day life. Yes, we also remember that ultimately we should know when he is equal, he is the essence in everything. My Nama chanting, Ramnam chanting should enable me to experience that he is making me to chant. If I can if you make me to succeed, that means you are opening the door of the entire mansion for me. So kindly enable me to do that. Simple thing. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You are making me to chant this Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram. If you are making me to chant this Om Shri Ram, naturally all my words, then later on all my thoughts, later on all my deeds. That is, it is one key. If we can try in Ram Naam, that is the one key that will open up the entire mansion for us, spiritual mansion. But then we will not separate. If Ram Naam chanting is done by you, then all other things are done by you naturally. So Papa really could scale the height with Ram Naam means he was quite aware that God made him to chant. Yes, we will take it as a take-home message. We could cover only one page, doesn't matter, 15. So, let us all take this into our heart, do more and more manana, assimilation. If we just hear, it won't. Not that everything we may remember, something. Let us all do the manana and somehow get it stamped on our heart. I am not asking anything. You are making me to chant, Why don't you make me feel that you are making me to chant? Why do you give me the feeling that I am chanting? My chanting is okay. Others' chanting is not alright. They are not aligning. And somebody does, a little bit faster or you get irritated. Of course, there should be some orderliness. Otherwise, there will be total chaos. When somebody leads, others should patiently wait, and everybody should join in the same rhythm, same tune. Those things are a must, no doubt. But in between, we should make an earnest effort that he is making us to chant. And that's not because Papa said or somebody said, because you know very well that the life is there. That is why you are chanting. If the life is not there, chanting will not take place. So let this be stamped in our heart. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram